Week at the Olympic quota qualification event was a very long, emotional, strenuous day, I think, and to come out on top and to finish on the podium after such a long lead up and build up was just the most incredible thing that could have happened. And to be able to share that with Jess, with my team, with my family, and a lot of the international athletes as well that were there supporting me throughout the whole week was truly special. And I think, an event that I'm really grateful for in terms of learning how to deal with stress and perform under pressure. And I think the best possible race to lead me into the Olympic Games and to join Jess especially and the rest of the Olympic team is a real dream come true.
It was so stressful. I was so nervous. I was sending her all the best vibes, all the good vibes, all the zen, calmness, confident vibes that I could. And I was just there supporting her on Sunday, whatever she needed, just trying to be the best sister I could be, and screaming. I'm sort of still recovering from screaming down the course and cheering her on each round. I think what's so different to slalom is you've got, a couple of runs in slalom where you're feeling nervous, whereas with the kayak cross it was each round, round one, heat, quarterfinal, semi-final, and finally that final moment. So it was a real big build-up, and I'm just so thrilled, so proud of her, and so excited to share this together. It's been a huge build-up for Noemie, I think, starting last year at the World Championships, making the decision to not compete at the World Championships to give herself the best shot for the quota. Because of the way the quota qualification system worked, it was really complicated, and she gave herself the best possible chance. It was a tough strategy, a bit of a gamble as well, but she worked so hard and had the best plan in place, a lot of support, set herself up professionally to try and give herself the best shot at this, and I'm so proud of the way she's worked for this. She deserves it so much, which was why it was such an emotional day on Sunday to see her realise that dream, and to see her believe that she could do it, and chase that goal. I think has seen her grow into such an incredible athlete over the last few months into this lead-in. So to see her achieve the dream of qualifying for the Olympics and now get to go is amazing.
I think I definitely had to be confident and believe that I could make it. It was that sort of race where you can't be in half-heartedly, and I'm really grateful for, I think, as Jess mentioned, that race back in London at the World Championships, forfeiting my slalom positions to maintain my eligibility and guarantee that to have had a team that, turned that dream that felt so unattainable or maybe gamble-like into, no, you're so capable, you should do this, you should put all your eggs in one basket, and we will fully support you. And I think I was really at peace knowing that if it didn't work out, at least I had no regrets. There's nothing I would have done differently, and I really gave it my best shot, and feel really fortunate to also have, like Jess said, on that Sunday, such a long day, little windows and pockets of zen and peace that we could, relax together and really learn from the best, because I had never really been through such a high pressure situation before and lead in, but I'm really, proud of the way I think the stress was handled and the opportunity was just seized, and to perform on that day is it would have been either total heartbreak or total pure happiness, and that's what the happy ending was at the end of the day.
Just all the emotions, I think. On that Sunday, I think there was a little bit of nerves and tension for all of us. But, as a family, we were there to support Noemie, and I think as a whole team as well was there. And also there was so much good energy from international paddlers and teams who really wanted her to do well too, which was beautiful to see. So there were good vibes coming your way. But as a family, this means so much because, I have been to a few Olympic Games that have been incredible experiences, but this will be such a dream to be able to share that together. Mum is our coach as well, and it's really hard to put it into words, but for our whole family, it's just an incredible moment and a huge achievement.
I mean, being able to share it with your family is truly special and quite unique, but I think above all, I'm excited to be there to support Jess as well through the slalom, but also be able to learn from her and how she handles the experience as such a professional and an experienced Olympic athlete, be there to support each other, have fun and enjoy it. And I think, the Olympics is such a high intense emotions that you experience and you go through, and to be able to share that together. Already when I was in Tokyo, that was amazing, but to have their support for me this time is also so special, and I really felt that on the Sunday, and how powerful that can be in just getting you through and pushing you across the line. So when you realize how invested everyone is in your project, and how happy it can make you, and how happy you can make them, it's just such a beautiful experience to be able to do it all together. Really, it's hard to put into words. I think growing up, it's always been training partners and being able to travel the world and do World Cups together, World Championships together, has really been special. And I think when you live far away like we do in Australia, having a strong support system really helps you get through those races. And I think as we've kind of matured and grown up a little bit more, it's something that we probably appreciate more in life. And I think this time it was a little bit different, because the quota qualification race was just me, and I was the only one there, and my whole family was supporting me, and that's what it was like for Tokyo. For Jess, we were all supporting her, and to be able to now share this Paris Olympics together and support each other is something that will be incredible. But really grateful to have people that understand what the emotions are, what the nerves are, and how to channel that, how to use it to your advantage, and make it the best possible experience it can be. And I think not many people really understand what that can feel like. So it's amazing. No, I mean, there's never been jealousy when you see someone that is at the highest level of their sport doing what they're so made to do, and being able to deliver that. And I think we all felt such intense emotions. My only fear is I'll deplete myself before my own races, because I'll be so invested in everyone else. But I think 2000 Olympics, we were there half supporting France, half supporting Australia and England, and then we're watching Athens and Beijing on TV, and then obviously in London I was there to support Jess, Rio as well, and in Tokyo I worked in the commentating team for the Canoe sprint. And now to be athletes together and to be able to go through that part of the Olympic journey that I've been so desperately dreaming about is really incredible. And I can't wait to support Jess through the slalom, support Tim and Tristan in the Australian team as well, and to reserve a bit of energy to get me down in the kayak cross.
I'll be competing in the 3 events in Paris, in the C1, K1 and the kayak cross, and Noemie will be competing in the kayak cross. So we may end up versing each other. Hopefully we'll be at opposite ends of the brackets, but you don't know. I think in a way, we
always said that was a great problem to have.
That would be a great problem to have. Exactly. I think just being able to compete together at the Olympic Games is going to be such an incredible moment for us. And on Sunday I was saying, like, this feels like the best day of my life, seeing her achieve her dream of competing at the Olympics. So I'm really looking forward to this next build-up, being able to go through this experience of the pre-games training camps, training together. Yes, we may be competing against each other, but there's so much value and benefit in training together and having that teamwork as well. And then hopefully on the start line, we can enjoy the experience and support each other, and if it comes to it, battle it out on the course as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously we were both born in France and have the French nationality. And so being able to understand the speaker might not be the most advantageous thing, but it will feel essentially like a home Olympics, and to be able to have so much family and French supporters out there in the stands will be truly the most incredible thing. And I think Paris is just the dream Olympics. I think the momentum and the build-up that we've all seen, and it's really just sparked that Olympic dream for everyone. And to be part of the show and not just watching it this time will be amazing. So I can't wait.
I can't wait to be in Paris. It'll be a spectacular Games. I think they'll put on an amazing show, and I hope we'll put on a good show too. Hopefully in front of family, friends. I think there'll be many French supporters cheering for us, but there'll also be so many Aussie supporters even some of Noemie's friends have already planned to come out and watch, so it's going to be such a special games.
I mean, for me, my dream was to qualify to Paris and to be able to share that experience with Jess at her 4th Olympic Games. And I think if I can, just maximize that whole experience, it's such a privilege to be able to be there. The journey to get there was so arduous and long. So, I said to my physio today, I'll be signing up to every single activity possible on the list and really just fueling that Olympic dream that, is just so a part of everyone. And I think to be able to get to that event like I got to my quota qualification event, which is physically fit, mentally ready, and just so ready to give it everything and motivated to give it everything would be my ideal goal, and I think we're on track to achieve that.
Over the weekend we had such incredible highs, but also the lows. There's a lot of emotion because we unfortunately lost our grandpa Fox on Dad's side, and he played such a huge role in our sport, especially in the UK, getting Dad into the sport and the impact that he's had there, and the legacy as well. And he was one of our biggest fans, always with the live results and the live feed, sending us messages after our races. And he found out that Noemie had qualified for Paris just before passing, which I think gives us a lot of peace and joy knowing that. And he'll be front seat upstairs watching us in Paris. He was meant to be there, but unfortunately, life. But he'll be our biggest supporter. He'll join our other grandpa up there, and I know they'll be watching over us and cheering for us. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It's hard to think of one tip to give you as a big sister or as someone who's been through it, but enjoy the whole experience. The Olympics is the pinnacle in our sport, and you've experienced it as a spectator, in the workforce, as the cheer squad, and now as the athlete. It's amazing to go into it in that way. I would say trust yourself, be confident that you've done the work, and be proud to be an Australian Olympian.
Yeah, I think the one piece of advice that I'll be really reaching for with Jess is how to soak it all up and maximize the whole experience without exhausting yourself before the whole race, because that's I think my weakness is just getting so excited and investing in everyone else's performances, and then forgetting that I have to race and be at the top of my achievement. So I think I'm so lucky to have someone that has performed under such huge pressure and backed up performances and handled pressure and stress and all of that to guide me through this process and to help me understand what I have to absolutely do in the village and how to just make the most of the experience. But I think to be able to share that and be our own hype girls and enjoy it together I have no fear that it won't be amazing. So.